need something demolished?
Good luck, good luck. Heart, heart, ha 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 ha. Wow. Have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun. Have fun, fun, fun.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Already this game is off to a promising start. Paul versus VonAsten. This is game 2 of the series. Paul locked in partisans without even thinking about it. Wow, interesting. Wow. Have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun. Partisans. And VonAsten is going to be playing with Overcommand of West. Again, strangely popular this tournament. Strangely popular. I don't understand it. I guess people in SCC4 just really like OKW for some reason. Interesting. I truly don't get it. Maybe they're not as bad as I think. Maybe I'm just biased for some reason. And I certainly lost game 1. Didn't do too well there. But VonAsten has fielded Fortifications, Scavenge, and Luftwaffe, so he's got MG34s, that's for sure. He's gonna be good on this map. I wonder if a Salt emote would be fun. That would probably be redundant. There's already PJ Salt and Hans Salt. It doesn't need to be a Romeo Salt. But you can never have too many salty emotes.
Combat engineers are standing by.
Yes, there is Cassandra, and it's going really well. This is the best tournament I've ever run. So smooth, in fact, the only drama was in this series, and it wasn't even that bad, so I'm honestly amazed at how well this tournament has gone. It's usually a train wreck compared to how it's been. I'm having a blast. I wish every tournament I ran went this smoothly.
Enemy forces are capturing
I don't think that's a very good maneuver with those Sturms. There's no way he's going to win this. He's going to get 2v1'd. And they can just engage from the screen cover position in medium range. They don't even have to. Look at that snipe. I can't believe that. They're going down quick. This model might not have cover where he's standing. Oh, that doesn't help. No, he definitely did not. Paul could just charge. Force that retreat. Meanwhile, north, combat engineers had to... No, that's a fresh squad. Fresh squad of combat engineers. Paul's garrisoned the church with this squad of conscripts. And this squad jumps into a sandbag. They build sandbags on the VP. So he's going to try and play a bit of a VP game, I guess, early on. No tournaments complete without Coco Jambo. Well, it is a stretch goal. It's a stretch goal I'm not going to hit unless I get some bomb-ass donation tomorrow, but... in theory, it could happen. Hey, Juan. Juan, speaking of bomb-ass donations, thank you so much for your contribution. Appreciate it.
We have found the enemy! Supply lines have been cut.
You need something built?
There are local partisans ready to join forces with us.
That's a good question. Check that right now. Oh, this game is still evolving. $438 in the prize pool. Coco Jambo's at 800 and third place round is at 600. I'm rooting for a third place round. I think that would be fun. Especially since our top 8 are so interesting. You know what I like best about this top 8? Redbeard. It's not all names we recognize. It's mostly super stacked, but there's one mystery underdog. Redbeard defeated OMG Pop in a surprising turn of events, so I'm really quite curious how that series went, and I'm curious to see how far he's going to go. The Never Lucky Award, what is that? Like the person who got screwed by RNG the hardest?
Armored car has reported for duty. The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
So we've got 2 combat engineers into 2 M3s. This is the build Paul has tried and tested many times, both in auto match and in my tournaments. We've seen him do it with great success, and we've also seen it fail. But usually he does it with armored assault. This time he's doing it with partisans, kind of an interesting twist. I'm curious to see how it's going to go. Going in hard on this area. The only Rakettenwerfer is not even on the battlefield yet. Oh no. Oh no, why would he not chase that? Where's he going? He must be afraid of a Raketten sniping him from the fog. That was the easiest 2 wipes I've ever seen though. That was Wipe City. Can't blame him for trying to play safe though. He lost game 1, so he's gonna try to execute as well as he can. There's partisans fielded by the battle group. Partisans can probably be a really good unit for sniping in OKW Tier 4 in construction, by the way. If you time it right, or you guess right, or you get lucky. Just pop out of a house and they're dead Tier 4, like, instantly. Ooh.
Is at risk. You have orders for us?
Really good series of engagements for Paul. He lost his M3, which is a shame, but he's still got this one, and he's got the whole map. He's really putting the pressure on his opponent. Partisans are going to look for an opportunity here, jump in the house, convince those Volksgrenadiers to at least back away, if nothing else. That's a wipe for sure. Nice pickup. Sternpyos get wiped. The very first wipe of both games is the Sternpyo squad. Partisans bleeding these Volksgrenadiers hard on the battle group. He's going to pull back to safety, trying to pop overdrive, but I think he's done. Volksgrenadiers with a Panzerschreck right there. He gets out of the M3 knowing it's dead to try and minimize his losses. Might take that engagement, so that was a good judgment call. Interesting. Jaeger light infantry fielded out of the house. Both of these commanders, by the way, are just popping units out of houses, so this is going to be a very sporadic game as far as unit movements.
We have gained access to a spy network.
Oh yeah, I did say that. It's not pretty, but gets the job done. Production value. I heard a grenade. Oh, incendiary grenade into this house. Damages the conscripts.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
No, I don't like having webcam in tourney games. In fact, I'm not sure I like having webcam when I cast at all. I just want to play.
A sector has been cut off. Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory. Light tank
I
has
think
arrived.
incendiary grenades are okay now. You have a little bit more time to react, and they're very expensive. You're definitely able to dodge them. T-70 out for Paul, so he's gone tier 3. Count how many demo wipes? Alright,
Track has been assigned to our forces.
there's one. One demo wipe. Tier 4 going up on the road.
The command vehicle has gone static. HQ operations now underway.
Paul has very good map control. Using partisans to apply early pressure is definitely a very early game commander to try and win hard and fast. Very quiet. Jaeger's gonna jump into a green cover position right there. 70's gonna try and bleed them slightly. M5 upgraded with a quad mount as well. Paul's probably gonna struggle to get this captured without any AT guns to blow that up. That position, by the way, is a little dangerous because you can put an AT gun right here. It's got a perfectly clear line, and it's quite hard to counterattack against it. So you might want to think carefully about if you really want to put a tier 4 right there. Plus you can put like mortars behind this church, and that'll really be hard for you to get rid of. So something to think about. Panzer II out. Random dog sound.
We are losing supplies to the enemy. Watch for AT weapons. AT grenades now available to all conscripts. Light tank ready.
T-70 pulling back. Still really quiet. Oh, demo on the church. He must have punished his opponent for garrisoning that.
The enemy has
Supposed to
taken
be counting
our
demo
supply
wipes, so I
sector.
have to watch that carefully. M5 circling north to try and prevent capture of this. And Paul has got VonAsten totally contained, but he has no way of pushing the tier 4, so he's just kind of backed off. Just very passive, very light engagements. Partisans working on the Jaeger lights are getting gunned down fast though. Have to retreat quite quickly. So, minor harassment attempt there by Paul. Didn't really commit too much to that. And didn't really have what it takes to break through 4 infantry squads and the Panzer II. That could be in a bit of danger. Looks is getting a full burst off on the rear armor, and there it goes. M5 down. So a bit of a traffic jam right there, and M5 couldn't get to safety. It's a pretty big win for VonAsten. It didn't really do anything. It's just 100 munitions kind of down the drain. Finally, field gun's out on its way to help counter this. The T-70 can't take it on its own with 2 Panzerschreck squads supporting. Incendiary grenade. And they'll both retreat. So after that engagement, the only thing that really happened is mild harassment of this one strategic point. The munitions is still in VonAsten's hands, and he'll actually get an opportunity to take the North VP. He doesn't even have this, though. Paul lost just a tiny bit of map control. You do get a little bit, but not very much. That for attacking buildings.
Support upgrade complete! Get out of this line of sight! Taking fire! Taking fire! Taking fire!
105mm artillery barrages are available at your convenience.
Man, neither of these players is budging an inch up there. Just back and forth with the light tanks over and over again. But VonAsten's going to take a couple squads and send them towards Paul's cutoff. And he just so happens to also have a couple squads headed into that area. Incendiary grenade lands pretty well. Good range there. Paul could probably take this engagement if he were to, like, pop out some partisans out of his shed. But the Panzer II is already here, so the engagement is lost. And he has to retreat. T-70 doesn't have a whole lot of health to work with either, so he's just gonna have to go for long-range snipes. Oh, that was nasty. Probably could have dodged that a little better. Walked right into it. Wait, did he sweep that demo?
Enemy forces are
Yeah, he did.
neutralizing a
I wonder if
sector.
he sees it. The default camera angle, he probably might. I don't know. He's in a dangerous situation. He's not going to get inside the building. I think he saw it. Paul gets back cut off control, and there's his mortar. Trying to bombard this
Supplies are ready for
sector, I
review.
think,
Enemy
yeah.
positions.
And I guess he's got to start thinking about what he's going to do with his fuel. He's got 200 fuel in the bank. Probably doesn't want to overcommit to tier 3 with this out unless he can get rid of it. Tier 3 aggression. Only get you so far. SU-76 is positioned well. Might be able to do something. Not that much anti-tank out.
Grenadiers back to full strength. Work completed.
Make ready to move. Receiving effective fire.
Trying to put a demo right there. Kind of an interesting spot for one. Unexpected location, but couldn't quite get it down. Panzer II pressured him into canceling. Marked vehicle on the looks right there. I don't know if he's got anything to follow up, though. I wonder why he would have activated that. Made it back off. Oh, he popped anti-tank partisans out of the house. But I don't think any shots connected. Panzer II pulls back. It's totally fine. T-70 working on Volksgrenadiers South, also forcing a retreat. Do they have a retreat path? No, they don't. Circle this way. Wow, in fact, their retreat path is going to be crazy. That's a lot of barbed wire down here. That's interesting. He might pick up a wipe because of that. I think he will. Oh, I just heard barbed wire.
Ready for action.
Did that kill anything? It looks like it. I think the Volksgrenadier squad just got wiped by the demo in the church. T-70 doesn't quite get the wipe right there, but good usage of barbed wire to manipulate that retreat path. Because those Volksgrenadiers can vault this fence to get to the VP, but then when they retreat, they've got a long way to run before they get home. You misclicked your dock. That explains a lot. I was like, why is he partisans instead of armored assault with his double scout car? That's funny.
Vehicles can be marked and targeted.
Prepare yourself.
Squad under fire!
Oh, he wasn't expecting that Jagdpanzer right there. That was an unfortunate turn of events. Panzerschreck shot and Jagd shot both missed. Oh, I thought he was gonna get away, but
We are suffering vehicle losses.
shot sailed just wide enough. T-70 goes down.
Fire on incoming mortars.
Under attack!
180 fuel in the bank for Paul. He has gone tier 4, so he's probably gonna start getting tanks, maybe a Katyusha. I don't know about the Katyusha recently though. Every time I've seen one fielded, it just doesn't do anything. You need to get like pretty good RNG, or you need to get your opponent to retreat a giant blob into a concentrated location. Was that a wipe? No, that was a sweep. Nicely swept. Stern Pie was cleaning up that demo right there. Nice play. Also, nice harassment by Paul here in the north, almost totally uncontested. But the Stern Pie was dead. Why? Or no, there's a squad right there. He just hasn't bothered to repair that looks all day, because Paul hasn't managed to damage it. Seems to be pretty comfortable leaving it at 60% HP.
The command half-track has been converted to the headquarters building.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
Ready.
Ooh.
AT gun here. We'll need something.
Paul will donate to a prize pool he thinks he's gonna win. How generous of you, Paul. You think someone's gonna beat Div M before you ever even meet him in the finals? Maybe. How do you feel about Price versus Div M tomorrow? That's gonna be a fun one.
It is finished.
Paul's the final boss.
Conscripts under attack. Tovarish.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Get down! Grenade!
You don't think Devon's that good? He said the exact same thing about you in the interview. Apparently, Devon and Paul just have no respect for each other.
The enemy has 300
No fear,
points
no
limit.
respect.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
Easy game.
rocket launcher on the field.
Wow, he did go Katyusha. Okay. But yeah, you do raise a good point that Spy Network probably gives you opportunities to use map hacks to find big targets. We'll see how it does this game.
The enemy is taking what we have secured. We are losing supplies.
Yeah, he said almost the exact same thing, Paul. Amy said, so were you rattled when you lost to Paul in that series? And Devin said something like, no, I wasn't that bothered by it because I felt like I just kind of messed up in the beginning, but Paul wasn't actually very good, and I could beat him if I had another chance. Or he said something like that. He was talking smack. Uh-oh. Panzer II does not chase. Katyusha position right here might be kind of difficult to destroy, but if the Panzer II were to like park right there, it could shoot over this cliff. And it doesn't take very long for a Lux to destroy a Katyusha. T-34-76 on the field next for Paul, which is the heaviest tank Paul can get on T-34-76 as partisans, which is not particularly impressive. I almost want to say this is the worst medium tank in the game, right? Like, I can't think of one I would consider worse than this. Oh, there was a wipe right there. There's demos everywhere, man. Paul is just scattering them all over the map. Just putting them in random spots, too. Like, what was that even doing right there? I've lost count of the demo wipes, I think, officially. It's probably more than 3. I've seen 3. It's probably more than 3, though. Yeah, it is cheap, that's true. But it takes a while for that to matter. You have to make, like, 3 or 4 of them for the economic advantages to really kick in. Because you certainly don't get it very early, so its price doesn't help you with time to field. It'll only help you when creating a giant medium armor swarm. And he's gone with double Katyusha, so that might not even happen for a while. But it's good to have. Continues to bombard the tier 4 with his Katyushas, and it looks like that's going to go down. You can't repair that with this Katyusha barrage going. And there it goes, tier 4 destroyed. So there will be no tier 4 units this game. He didn't even make any when he had the chance. He built it only for the defensive emplacement. Oh God. He didn't take the bait. Maybe it looked too much like a bait. He didn't trust it, I guess. We went another way. Good game sense.
Incoming mortars!
Got the fear of demos in him. There's another one right there, though. Oh, is he hit that mine? Or not? There it went. What happened? Oh, I missed it. I knew that was going to happen, too. I just didn't want to see... Didn't want to miss that wipe. Conscripts in the middle did get wiped. There they go. Jaegers explode horribly. 1 man survives of 8. South VP will hold, but Paul needs to do something to take control of the center and north.
Your orders, comrade.
Oh yeah, duh. That doesn't count. It's not a tier 4 unit. Ostwind out. Here comes another Katyusha barrage. How are they doing anyway? I don't expect them to... Yeah, 5 kills, whatever. I think Paul's doing the right thing targeting tech structures. That's a guaranteed return on investment. There's no way this couldn't do zero, like Worst case scenario, he does okay damage. Best case scenario, maybe he kills some units standing around it too. If you don't know what to shoot at, OKW trucks are always a good bet. No forward retreat point on this though, so it's not a huge blow for that to be lost either. Whoa, I think that was a demo. I think ISG just blew up a demo that those partisans planted. That was a close call. Yeah, I saw it, Stromberg. Of course. I never miss any action.
Back to full strength.
Never happened.
Get off your ass and join some more.
Stay in cover and return fire.
Supply half-track is in action. Standing by for setting of command post.
I think so, right? Oh no, they have mines. Alright, I got that wrong. Well, something planted that demo.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Did you like plant a mine in the demo crater? That's definitely a demo crater. I guess that's what that was. T-34 extending into an engagement here in the north. Alright, Paul. If I somehow manage to collect $800 within like 20-something hours, then or no, more than that, in 2 days, like 30 or something hours, which I don't think is going to happen. There goes the tier 2. I think the Austrians going to kill that T-34. T-34 down. AT guns working on the Yagged. AT partisans will scare off the Austrian though, so one T-34 destroyed, chased all the way across the map by the Jagd Panther into Austrian of all things. Game's starting to go pretty badly for Paul, honestly. He's not in an excellent situation. Fielded a Maxim out of tier 2, trying to protect the south, but it couldn't get there in time and retreat. His mortar is vet 3. With only 5 kills. It's gonna get flanked. Well, you don't really flank a mortar, but it's going to be attacked and has to retreat away from an incendiary grenade.
T-34 ready for combat.
Austrian moving to counter this assault. Ooh, and a huge ISG shot just... Oh, no! He's not paying attention. There he goes, finally. Or maybe he was paying attention and wanted to get the Austrian to stick around. His T-34 is already on its way. But he couldn't stall for long enough. Austrian's long gone.
The mobile command has been set. The static post is now in operation.
10 kills between these. Honestly, better than expected. Having a way to bleed your opponent's manpower over the course of a long game like this. If you're gonna play a really conservative, really long game, play into the late war of attrition kind of game, you absolutely must have indirect fire. There's no surviving without it. So, 10 kills on double ISG and 10 kills on double Katyusha. It's even the same distribution, 8 and 2. 8 and 2. That is, I'm amused by this turn of events. I'm surprised the Katyushas aren't targeting these. Those are such a tempting target. I'm astounded, in fact. Ooh, he killed the Sternpile squad as they were planting a mine. Mine detonates in their face and then down they go. Nice pickup. I could see why he would go for that. Taking out minesweepers is a really important thing to do too if you want to punish your opponent's aggressive vehicle movements with mines. That's true. Katyusha makes a good minesweeper. Not only did the mine blow up and kill those stern piles, but there's not a mine up there anymore. I once saw a game where a Stuka was used as a minesweeper. I think that was Paul, right? Was that you? Somebody was using a Stuka. They would do a Stuka barrage and then drive their tanks right along where the Stuka had just fired so they would know there were no mines. It was kind of a neat little tactic, actually. Marked vehicle thrown on the Austrian. It is in serious danger. I think he's going to pick that up. There's nothing to protect it. He can chase that all day long. One more shot and it's done. As long as the T-34 doesn't miss. Here comes Parks. And he's... Did you see the gutter? Did you guys see the gutter just like fly across the map? That was an interesting physics moment. Panzer II, meanwhile, has 33 kills with the Vet 4. That thing refuses to die. Did he finally target the ISGs? Yeah, he did. I'm probably putting that one out. Or not. I'm close to doing so. Fresh Ostwind out. Meanwhile, the Yag is trying to hunt down the T-34 over here on the right. But I don't think he's gonna chase that any further. And now the Panzer... Ooh, that's in danger. One shot from the T-34 could... No! Oh! That was close. I thought that was going to be dead looks. Vet 4 looks. Almost went down right there. Nice play by Paul. VonAsten got very lucky. That T-34 didn't work. Took out an Ostwind and got a potentially killing shot off on the looks. Where's that Katyusha firing? Oh.
Yes, brother? Partisans are ready.
Marking and targeting of vehicles is now available.
Mortar ready for orders. Engineer
Man.
standing by.
Interesting game. Interesting game. He splits up his ISGs and pulls that one back a little
Enemy
bit.
now have 200 points.
Probably isn't 100% sure where to put his next battle group, I guess. It doesn't want to get Katyusha to death on it, but it's definitely a useful thing to have. He could find the Katyusha with this. It's not even that well protected. Just find an opportunity to go in and snipe it really quick. It would help a lot. I don't think Paul has popped spy network a single time this game, but he is definitely getting good barrages. Every single one he's fired is connected with something. I don't think he's whiffed a single time, so he's exercising quite good judgment on when to fire that thing and when not to, and where to. New tier 4 right there. That's right next to where the 1-1 died, and that one's not going to stand a chance. He doesn't do something about this. You know, I've still never seen the creeping barrage. I wonder if that's any good. I wonder if Paul will utilize that at all. It's not that expensive. I've heard it's good. I don't know. That mine finally gets triggered. Wow, that looks just got one-shotted. Volley from two T-34s and an AT gun in the back, and he was just dead. Full health to dead. Nice attack by Paul right there. He just popped up, and it was so quiet. It was like nothing was happening, and then boom. Trying to trade. Take out the AT gun with Sternpie was chasing it along the red covered road. Katyusha bombardment coming in on a big team weapon blob, clears the Raket Morpher and does little damage to the trucks. Right there as well. AT gun does get cleared. Oh man, that Jagdpanzer has a lot of potential right here. This is a nasty traffic jam. There's a Katyusha exposed. The damaged engine T-34 is exposed. This T-34 has to single-handedly convince that Jagdpanzer to retreat, which he will. Activates a marked vehicle. And the Katyushas are going to be fine. That Yak might go down. If another shot penetrates the frontal armor, I think it'll die. Point blank range. Bounce anyway. Will he continue chasing? He's still got full health to work with. He's not giving up. I think this is kind of a suicide. No! There it goes. It's abandoned. He's got to stick around and slowly rotating his turret to destroy this thing, but I think he's gonna get away. As long as he doesn't get an unfortunate, like, engine damage or hit or something. I don't know, that Austin might finish him off. He has no help to work with. He needs an AT gun or something to show up and save him. Unless VonAsten does not chase, which he definitely should. Why would he not chase that? He just needed like 2 more shots to penetrate. Whoa! Oh my god. Wow. Thank God they nerfed that. That would have been so dumb. AoE is way smaller now. That was... that was too close. Too close for comfort.
An anti-tank gun has taken the field.
Wow! Oh, that was the jackpot right there. Full squad and infantry gun cleared. Ouch. Man, Paul's lucky stars just aligned for the last 3 minutes. Unless they die. RNGesus giveth and RNGesus taketh away. Yeah, there they go. Conscript's dead. Marks the Ostwin. Here comes the T-34. I think. He doesn't like that. He's not going to go in on that T-34 with him. Or on that Ostwin with this much health. I mean, it's not going to happen. Maxim defending in the south is eating up a scavenge artillery, which is totally off target. I don't even know where that was aimed, but that didn't work. Maxim took 0 damage. Also not firing, though. He's just sitting there. Come on, Maxim. There you go. I think the ISG suppressed it and messed with its rate of fire. Probably what's going on here. And it's going to be forced to retreat very soon. I can't believe Paul hasn't just shooted these to hell and back. I wouldn't be shooting at anything else.
Unit ready.
He doesn't have a lot of victory points left to work with, though. His late game is just struggling. Still with Commando West in general. Scavenge, in fact, also making it rough on him. He does have 1 squad of 18 partisans, but again, making a 10th mid. He needs to try and get rid of this, by the way. This is more just going to try and start taking shots at that. Maybe he'll be able to finish it off that way. Even 1 more Katyusha barrage should do it. And that'll be available extremely soon. And he's going to get another T-34 out, and he's got 200 more fuel in the bank, so clearly fuel is not a concern. He just needs to try and keep his manpower up, try and trade as well as he can.
Panzergruppe command has been lost. Dispatching a mobile HQ vehicle.
At the draws. 18 partisans jump in this house, so any Austrian moving to counter in this area would take a little bit of damage. Kettenwerfer's just retreated for some reason. Katyusha bombardment destroyed the second tier 4, kind of as predicted. I don't even know why he built that. I'm not sure he even ever fired at anything. It didn't last very long. So that's 80 fuel kind of just down the drain. Oh, I think that's gonna get wiped. Panzerschreck dropped on the ground. How can the Panzerschreck be on the ground if it's right there, though? Well, why am I so lucky? Link AC/560V. It's not even a link. Like, what even is that? Man, I don't even get how you're supposed to be tricked into going to a URL with that. Does the user have to, like, turn that into a URL somehow?
Volksgrenadier are on the line.
man, nice positioning on the AT gun right there, and follow up with the T-34s. They catch that Austrian way out of position with no health and down. Man, how come he has to stick around and finish off every single time? Ooh, that was a nice mine. That's twice now that he was gonna try and pick up a tank and it got abandoned. He had to stick around, take a bunch of free damage while he just destroyed it. I don't know if he's gonna get out of here. This Austrian is a very significant threat and it's on its way. Raketendorf is also on their way. Nice attempt with the Katyusha to clear these. Oh, get through the gap. Go, T-34. And that one's dead. There's no way. Raketendorf lines up the shot and down it goes. This one does get clear though, fortunately. Maybe a Katyusha barrage, like, maybe he did it a little too soon. Maybe he should have been a little bit more patient, but he just wanted to try and get his tank out of there. Nice attempt. He almost made it, but that engine damage was too much. That was a really nicely placed mine from VonAsten. I was going to queue up another T-34. He's made 2 successful assaults into OKW territory to pick up tanks. 3, actually. Lux was first to go down, then the Yag, then an Austrian. Another Austrian is up right now, 92 fuel bank for VonAsten. So he'll be maybe even getting another one. But I don't know why he keeps getting them against T-34 spam. He could probably just go something else. Maybe get out another Yagd. I don't know. He's trying to keep what he does have alive so that he can form a better composition and not just have 1 or 2 vehicles out.
Down to 100 points.
30 kills on the Katyushas now. I tell you that T-34s and Katyushas are bad. I don't know if I want to say that Paul's strategy is bad. It's just not KV-8s. Like, he doesn't have a heavy tank spewing flames everywhere and instantly melting infantry squads. He's got to make very calculated, careful attacks. Just poking, looking for targets of opportunity. He has to stay very mobile. The very different play style that he has to use because of what his current strengths are, which, like you said before, are the price. The fact that he can just keep cranking these things out. Just try and be everywhere with them. His opponent's kind of doing him favors, continuing to get Austrians against T-34 spam. Here comes another opportunity. Austrian caught out of position again. This T-34 is YOLOing so hard low. He didn't have the munitions for a marked vehicle, and I think he's just going to bail. It doesn't look good. His rear armor's exposed to that Austrian. Looks like it could go down. Raketendorf, fortunately, being chased off by those conscripts. Austrian continues to chase. T-34 gets some lucky bounces and misses. Oh, one more shot from that Austrian. It's gonna go down. Bounce. Oh, AT gunner is there to protect. Austrian is gonna continue chasing though, and finally seals the deal. But he's gonna lose that Austrian. That was a mistake. I don't know if he could afford that. Austrian's gonna get cooked off. The AT gun and T-34 fire. Nice usage of multiple supporting units to bait that Austrian into a trap, and Katyusha bombardment coming in forces this retreat. That was a very elaborate series of plays there from Paul, and it couldn't have been better timed because he's only got 51 VPs left and cannot afford to lose any ground. Pios forced that retreat. T-34 is going to look for an opportunity against this Austrian. No supporting anti-tank is around. There's Raketendorfer and Panzerschreck in the base. I think Paul went too deep this time. take out the Austrian. Wow, that AT gun shot, though, came out of nowhere. That was close. He was banking on the T-34 landing one more shot in the AT gun to finish the job, but
We are at 200 points.
hit the truck instead of the tank with its final shot.
Unit ready.
Infantry assaulting!
It's probably harder to name the unit types that are all, it's probably harder to name the unit types that are present in all
They are down.
factions than it is to name the unit types that at least one faction is missing. At least one faction is missing a light tank, at least one faction is missing a sniper, at least one faction is missing a mortar, at least one faction is missing a heavy tank, and so on and so forth. Every faction has like a machine gun, infantry, repairs, probably a medium tank. I don't think there's any faction with no medium tank. That would be crazy. That might be it. I don't think every faction has an assault gun. Is that finally gonna go down? Look at that rate of fire, man. Vet 2 on an Austrian is just like pop, 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 but T-34 takes it out just before going down. And Paul has just been trading as aggressively as he can, and the cost reduction on T-34s is really starting to have an impact because every time he makes that trade, he's trading up. For fuel anyway, not really for manpower. They're pretty much equal in manpower cost, but... Oh! He even swept that. So much for those Jaegers. Conscripts are going to try to hold as long as they can, but this engagement is lost. He has no choice but to retreat, which means he's about to be triple capped with only 46 points remaining. It looks like he's about to lose. Well, they still have one, though. USF doesn't have a heavy tank at all, so... depending on whether... that matters to you, I guess.
Forward elements report an infantry unit lost.
Man, these wipes that Paul is getting when he needs them so desperately. Only 32 points left. That T-70 just made a miraculous play in the north, wiping that infantry squad, trying to put on pressure. Another Austrian called in. He has no tech structure, so he can't make real tanks. His options are the Austrian and the Panzer IV. I mean, the Jagdpanzer IV. Austrian and Jagdpanzer IV. And against T-34s, neither of those is really ideal. We go KT in some theoretical situation where he magically gets 260 fuel. Yet another Austrian being chased down by yet another T-34. Nice maneuvering by Paul. That block is going to kill that for sure. Dead. Out of control. Boom. Austrian done. ISG being used to desperately try and seal the game. This kind of desperation maneuver. This is going to work. That's just going to be a dead eye. the PPSHs on the AT gun are going to kill that. That's adorable.
Gun crew has been lost.
Those little partisan AT gun crew members. The PPSHs trying to survive against Sturm Pios. Katyusha Barrage coming in, trying to help out a little bit. That was a big one. That was a really big one. T-70 is destroyed by this Jaeger Light Infantry squad. Their Panzerschreck. T-34 takes out the Raketenwerfer right there.
Has been lost.
Come on, little partisans. They're doing pretty good damage for an AT gun crew. Look at them go. Paul steals an infantry support gun. With 131 VPs left, he has seized total control of this game. He's got the T-34 and T-70 out. VonAsten's armor reserves are completely exhausted. And Paul is capping the north unopposed with his Vet-3 mortar. Finding a way to keep that unit relevant. T-70 taking out some team weapons right here. And Paul wants to put a chokehold on VonAsten. He does not want another tank coming out. Katyusha barrage coming in. I wonder if he used the cruising barrage at all. I don't think so. I feel like I would have noticed an irregular pattern. I still haven't seen it. I'm very curious about it. That barrage was kind of off target. Infantry just moved through it. Means this ISG and AT gun are in danger, and the victory points may tick against Paul again. He's going to have to react to this threat fast. Jaeger Light's moving to take control of the south while this squad is working the mid. These team weapons are in danger. He needs to get something up to the front line and solve this problem.
Tactical adjustments need to be made.
Oh, he's losing VPs unopposed. Okay, just deployed partisan stores. Or, no, those are dead on the field. They're at 3, but partisans show up just in time to save the day. Keep the clock stopped. Are they losing this? Are that 3 partisans? Really? They're losing this? There they go. They just took a lot of damage on approach, I guess. There's the victory. Squad is forced away. Volk's Grenadiers overextended themselves a little bit. They're gonna have to retreat away from that full health T-34. Fresh squad of Jaegers deployed out of the shed to try and get this clock ticking against Paul, and he's got to react quickly. Only 29 points left. He needs to force that away. Mine? Did I see something planted down here? Crazy. Never mind.
They have 25 points remaining. Victory is at hand.
If Paul had lost this game, he would have been knocked out of the tournament. He was 21 VPs, 20 VPs, maybe 19 VPs. 19 VPs from being knocked out of this tournament. And Soviet Tier 4 saves him. Oh, it was a flare. Oh, nice flare. Triple cap is restored, and VonAsten knows there's nothing he can do to recover this series. Well played by both players. GG, VonAsten surrenders. Apparently, Paul accidentally locked in partisans and had to fight his ass off to take this game. Only 19 victory points left as he just whittled his opponent down over the course of a long game. 2 Katyushas with 50-ish kills, roughly. Let's check some numbers. T-34s. Or actually, no, Ostwins. Okay, 5 Ostwins and a Jagdpanzer. Not to mention 2 Tier 4 structures. That looks did work when it was on the field. That was Vet 4. That thing being destroyed was a huge pickup for Paul. Big turning point, for sure. Just 19 infantry squads wiped. Look at that. And then, on the Soviet side of things, 2 T-70s dead, and of the 4 produced, 2 were in the very end of the game to help desperately hold on to VPs. I remember the M5, that didn't last long. And then 7 of 8 T-34s destroyed. Much better infantry unit preservation, though, for Paul. He only lost 8 squads of infantry to his opponent's 19. That definitely helped him over the course of a long game. And let's check kills. Wow, dead even. In fact, depending on which stats you believe, literally even. Totally equal kills and losses. And Paul pulls through and takes the game at the very end. Wow, that's like a screenshot right there. When do you ever see that? GG.